Happy New Year's Eve, everyone, and welcome to the Mullins Over Music Podcast, episode 49. We're almost there to 50. This episode is with the wonderful Nikey Joe. I had a great chat with her. I know you guys will enjoy it. She thinks she yapped a lot. I don't think so. So, give her some love in the comments and have a listen. Welcome, everyone, to the Mullins Over Music podcast. I'm your host, at least until the robots take over or I die from dysentery, uh, Austin. And I'm here with a special guest. I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you so you can put the voice to the name. So go ahead.
Yep, I am. I'm Nikki Joe. I'm like questioning that. No, I'm Nikki Joe.
You sure about that?
Um, I think so. Also, NJ in some places. I am an artist, and fellow podcaster and music enthusiast.
Right.
But yeah,
Well, thank you so much for coming on. It's a pleasure to have you.
it's good to be here. Thank you for having me. I do not used to being on this side of it, so this is exciting.
Good. Well, this is going to be nice, fun, and chill. So let's start us off with my favorite question, the fun fact question. Because let's be honest, when you were in school, elementary school, middle school, high school, they'd have you stand up, have you say your name and give them a fun fact. Well, that was all in preparation for this podcast right here. You didn't know it, they didn't know it, but I've always known it. So, why don't you
Normally,
give me a fun fact?
I won't give you my school fun fact, but because I'm sure that that's changed. But I guess fun fact, I recorded a documentary with a group of, well, I'm in a big artist community, and we have a kind of a core group, and we rented out a mansion in Texas and locked in for 10 days and recorded a documentary and album. So that was probably the funnest thing that I've done in my life.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
We'll
it
have
was
to
fun.
we'll have to dive into that a little bit at some point.
Yeah, give you a
But
little foreshadow.
there you go. Of course, the next question that always gets asked is a fun question. They're like icebreakers. They're sometimes funny, sometimes they're not. But we're gonna use Google's homepage. Just
Ooh.
type in fun question. I usually use weird things like backyardchicken.com, but
Oh, never heard of that one.
it's a chicken website that just happens to have random fun questions to ask people.
That's so weird. I mean, I
It-
guess random.
It's
It's
so
cute
out
though.
of left field.
Like, you can buy chickens here, or is it just all about chickens?
It's all about raising and caring for chickens.
Oh, I used to be in like a hermit crab site like that.
Cool. Okay, let's see here. Hmm. What is your favorite smell?
Favorite smell?
Yeah,
Hmm. Gosh,
like
it's a
that's an odd
tie.
question. I like it.
Yeah, I guess it would be like I have like perfume I use and the same body wash and like lotion and stuff. So it's actually like a discontinued smell, which sucks. It's cedar and bergamot. It's so
Ooh.
good. I love it. Either that or honeysuckle. I love fresh honeysuckle. Smells
Yeah,
so good.
those are both great choices.
Yeah, I like that question. That was a good question.
Yeah, I did too. I didn't. It didn't end up being as weird as I thought it would be. Cause
Not a chicken question.
no, no, not a chicken question. Cause there's some weird ones on that one. But I try to skip over some of the weirder ones.
Mm.
Well, let's start with some music questions. This question's probably the most interesting. I call this like your superhero origin story.
Mm.
If you were, It's like if we were making a Marvel movie about your music like experience,
Mm.
bringing bringing it all the way up to where you are now.
Oh, geez,
Like
it's a
if it
lot.
was like if this was the Iron Man to
Mm.
start the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He- This is about you and how you came to be who you are today, doing the music that you do. So
Mm.
you can start as far back as you want. I've had people start they said they remember they were in the womb. So
Do not
if you
remember that.
can if you can remember that far back, go for it. But
Mm.
go as far back as you want and bring us up to date to where we are right here, right now.
All right. So I guess my origin story, the origin story of Nikey Joe. I grew up around music. My sister sings. My father has been in a lot of bands. My father's one of the he used to play Motown. So he used to play Motown with Grand Funk Railroad before they were Grand Funk Railroad. And he was drafted, etc., back in Vietnam days. But so I was raised around music. He did music when I was younger. He's a music minister. Just I've always been around music. But my sister always sang, and she was always amazing at singing. And these are two of my heroes. So with music and two of my biggest influences. So I've always been around it, and I was never really a singer or anything. I was kind of let my sister, I was like, that's her thing.
Yeah.
I took over sports and stuff in high school. And then when I was going to college, I was like, I want to be around music all the time. I fucking love music. Like, I was going for anesthesiology, and I'm like, do I want to be in school for 12 years and do this? And do I really like this? Is this what I love? So I switched it up and decided to go to radio school. Because
Okay.
I'm like, I don't sing or anything or make music. I've always written. I've always been a
Yeah.
writer. I've always written poetry and written songs and, wrote my first song when I was like probably like 13, my first
Yeah.
poem when I was probably like 6. But I was like, I want to be around music for my whole life. So I went to school for broadcasting. I
Okay.
worked at CBS Radio for 8 years, and then ended up kind of switching over to a whole different field and helping people because I love to help people. And then about 2022 come around, and I just realized that I had kind of dimmed a fire inside of me to live keeping up with the Joneses life. I
Yeah.
guess, that I was just like, okay, I switched out of this so then I could, survive because radio world is very hard to survive in. Does
Yeah.
not pay. Do not do not do it, y'all. It's a good time though. I've seen a lot of music and met a lot of artists. But so there was just a point where I kind of broke and I started actually losing weight. I used to be over 300 pounds. And I started really trying to love myself and live my authentic self. And I was like, well, I want to write. I want to put my music out there. I want to help people with my lyrics. I know that I can heal the world with music. And that's what I've always wanted to do is help people. And now I'm crazy, but heal the world one way or another. And I have really big ambitions with that. So about 2022 is when I started actually singing, like besides of like karaoke or in the shower,
Yeah.
and trying to make music. And I made my first song in like May of 2022. And then ended up kind of just trying to put myself out there and such, learning by going to different, review shows on YouTube and stuff like that and submitting stuff. And then I found White Collar Rhymes, which is a community that I'm in currently, and ended up entering one of their contests. And then after the contest stuck around, I actually had like a crash out at the contest. And then everything was fine, it was just my emotions. But we ended up getting super close, and I ended up helping them with social media and such for them to help me learning how to do different kind of music and like learn how to, rap and do hip hop and such, because I always kind of was more of a country vocal, and kind of didn't really want to make country music. So I'm like, all right, I need to switch it up. So that's kind of what I guess brought me to this point is I end up being, on their podcast with them and such and becoming one of the core artists with White Collar Rhymes. And like we help other artists and stuff and we review music. And my journey has been over the past 3 years since starting music crazy, wild. I've, traveled a bunch of places and I more so do recording in studio than live. So I'm
Yeah.
currently trying to switch over to some more live stuff and get out there that way. But yeah, I guess that's kind of where I just was like, this is what I want to do. This is who I feel the most happiest being. This is who I am, is doing music in at some sort of capacity. And, it took me a long time and a lot of dark times to get to that point to finally love myself to know that that was me just dimming a fire that I'd always had inside of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put it. Well, since we're talking about your music journey, we have to ask you about the we need more details on that fun fact. You got to give us something with that.
Oh, so with the fun fact, okay, so joining White Collar Rhymes, I was just on the podcast and stuff as in like another reviewer and, doing social media and such like that. And I was actually not even supposed to end up on the documentary like there or anything because I wasn't really kind of in the fold yet.
Yeah.
But kind of ended up being asked to go last minute as kind of like a surprise because I had done a lot and we had been, all together. So it was like at that point, even though I wasn't there for the planning stuff, it was kind of like, hey, like you're one of us, you
Yeah.
know? So I was like, fuck yeah. So I went, flew down to Florida, met up with a couple of the other artists, and then we drove over to Texas to this mansion that D-Bird, one of our, main co-creators of White Collar Rhymes, had rented and put all this together like full on cameras, like Big Brother style. It's called The Last Mixtape. It's on like Amazon Prime and a couple other places. It
That's
was
awesome.
released earlier this year. Took a while to get there because obviously documentaries like takes a minute to
Oh
make.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh man. But all of the music for that's on Bandcamp. We ended up making like 31 songs. It was 11 of us locked down for, like 10 days in this mansion and just like turned some rooms into studios and all wrote songs together, made songs together. It was one of the best experiences of my life because like I do a lot of online collaboration. I obviously
Yeah.
do, music with my dad and my sister and stuff. Like they gig, they're more on the live side, they don't really record, so you
Yeah.
wouldn't really find them on Spotify or anything. Well, my sister has I think one on Spotify, an album. But they gig all over and stuff. My dad still plays, he's 78 and he still drums every weekend. Yeah.
That's
So
what's
like
up.
being in a fold of that many different artists, like it was like some people took on a mentor role, some people took on like, almost a best friend like support role. And it
Yeah.
was a crazy mix of people. There wasn't even that much drama like we thought that there might be. But there wasn't that much. There was a little bit. But it was like, oh God, it felt like magic. And actually, when I left there, I was creatively blocked for a good couple months where I was like, I can't make anything as good as I made there. What is happening? And I was just like, so we now every about 6 months or so, we try to get the group together, or at least a group of together of a couple of different artists. And like I just got back from Georgia, and there was 5 of us that went there, and we recorded a couple songs and stuff. And we try to at least do some, creative stuff, and then have some fun together. Because like I know you meet people in real life, you meet people online, never so worried about all these people online. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll go to Texas with 12 people I've never met, 12 dudes I've never met.
Why
Like
not?
and lock in this house with like Big Brother style. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. But it was one of the best experiences of my life, and like I made some friendships that I will have forever and that I still have. And um finding people online that resonate, with who you are is so different than finding people in person because it's so hard to find other people that like really are they like all the things that you like and they're doing
Yeah.
what you're doing and you have the same goals and the same, visions and passions and stuff. And that's really like what's great about online is that you don't have to sift through. There's so many people that are within, my city that don't do any of that stuff, so it's hard
Yeah.
and it's not something you can experience. So that was a really cool freaking experience. I love it. I will I think that we're gonna try to do like we're doing it kind of like seasons. We're gonna try to
Yeah.
do a season two with everyone too, but it might be in the UK because we have some international artists,
Okay.
which will be fun.
That does sound pretty fun.
Uh,
Okay. Well, let's deep dive a little bit into the creative process for you.
mm,
What goes on from head to the recording bus, if you will?
yeah.
What's the process from just the thought right out into the music world? I want to know what makes a Nikey Joe song.
Yeah, I write a little bit. I'm a little bit unconventional because I'm a lyricist. Like, so I have random things come to my brain all the time. So
Yeah.
I'm consistently writing down little things, taking voice notes, stuff like that. I write from my lived experiences, or I do write also, I'll write songs for other people too, if I know they're going through something to help them get through it. But generally, with my process, I write before I find beats, which is very backwards in the music world. Most people write to beats, and I hear things just in, I'm like, oh, this is great. Let me write this down. And then I'll find a beat. Um, or sometimes I do write to beats, but generally that's how mine goes. I'll just start writing. And I am a person that hand writes everything because otherwise it doesn't flow. And a lot of people use like, their notepad and stuff, but I'm
Yeah.
like, nope, I need to go and write. So generally with that, I'll write something, and then I'll find a beat. Or if I do hear something I like, I'll grab a beat and then write to it. And then I try to lay it down, or generally I'll reach out to somebody and be like, "How does this sound?" Got to get
Yeah,
that
of course.
that external ear because you never
Yeah.
know. But I'll submit it to a couple different review shows too. Like I don't do it to my own when I'm on because I can't take criticism to the face on screen like that. I'm like,
You're like, thank
I'm
you.
very very squishy. But so I submit to some other shows and stuff like that to really get a good caliber on what I need to fix and such. And I work a lot with my engineer. I have a couple engineers, but my main engineer is JayKub. He's one of my close friends from Oregon. Also was in the documentary trip, but he did one of my first songs, Quiet Nights. I had just the hook written. It was kind of like a test in white collar rhymes. Like they used
Yeah.
to, put beats and like, hey, if you can, make something to this. We'll release it together because we do release everything kind of under them because I think we're technically kind of a label now. Maybe, but
Kinda.
kind of, I guess. But yeah, so I do a lot of stuff with him because he's got a really fantastic ear. Like he sounds like Johnny Lucas when he raps. He can engineer, like he produces beats, like he is a triple threat white buffalo.
That's what's up.
Like, and so he's someone, even though he's literally like probably 9 years younger than me, that I rely on heavily for his honesty because I know that he can hear things I can't, and he can hear potential that I can't. And he knows he's like, try this, and then something comes out great. Um, and so generally, it's going to be some sort of collaboration with an engineer because I don't mix my own vocals or anything like that. So generally, it's writing, figuring it out. I record probably like 700 takes on a song because I'm a crazy perfectionist, and
Oh yeah.
then I stop because I'm like, I don't need to kill this. It'll never be released. So let me get someone else's ear because I think that I'm hearing something that I might not be. Um,
Yeah, of course.
and I generally collaborate with him or one of my other engineers. I also have, Catalyst is one of the other engineers I work with Dice too. Just kind of depends on the mix too, what sound. JayKub mixes everything fantastic, but if it's like a rap that I'm doing and stuff like Dice is a good mixer. There's just certain different like genres. I'll have different, I do. Obviously, Jacob's my number one choice. Sometimes he's busy, really busy. Everybody wants him to do stuff.
Of
But
course.
so my process goes from that to trying to just, I guess, tidy up any last stuff. I go back and record any additional ad libs or anything like that that need go back and forth a couple times. And then hopefully get to releasing it. Right now I have about 14 songs that I'm waiting to release for my EP coming
Okay.
that I've been working on for 2 years.
Oh well, I'm definitely excited for it.
It's a
Uh,
breakup mess of songs. It's my divorce songs mixed with my last two breakups. So it's a conglomeration of all of them
well,
because that's
that's what
easier.
we need sometimes.
Yeah. Thanks for the content, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, I guess.
Sounds about right. Okay. Well, let's move on a little bit more. Let's talk about damn, I lost my spot. There I am. Okay. I'm like, where was I again? Okay. Well, let's talk about your songs in specifics. What is of the songs you've released, unless you want to talk about the songs you haven't released yet,
Those ones
what
are
is
probably my funnest ones.
what is your favorite you've released so or let's just do favorite in general. Favorite song you've written so
Mm.
far and least favorite song you've written so far.
Oof.
Doesn't mean
Oof.
it's your hated, doesn't mean you dislike it, but it is your least favorite. There's a ranking for everything.
Yeah. I'm like, oh God, I kind of want to look through it. So like I like a lot of the music I've been making lately. It's been real. And it's been kind of more of a like gritty tone, like more rock vibe, I guess, lately. I've been doing a lot more genres, trying to cross over into some EDM stuff. But I don't know. Hmm. It might be one of the ones that we just made in Georgia.
Ooh.
I don't know. Yeah, some unreleased Nikey Joe stuff. I have a lot of unreleased songs. God, which I love Lean Into the Chaos. That one is released. That is one of my favorite songs. It was a song league that we did, where you had like different prompts, and mine was a
Yeah.
balance prompt. And it was actually the song league was when I was going through some real heavy stuff out in Oregon this year. So it kind of was necessary to get some stuff out. So I do love that, but I do love my song Dumb Bitch coming out too.
Well, I haven't heard that one yet,
Mm-mm.
but I have heard Lean Into the Chaos, and that is a really good song.
I do love that song. Probably one of my least favorite songs. It does it have to be released because like there's
No, it
obviously
doesn't have
songs
to.
I've made that I'm like, ooh, this is bad. Probably one of my first songs. Like I my first songs weren't structured very, good. Uh, like I like End of Me.
Yeah.
That's one that is released. I like it, but I don't like how it's mixed and stuff and how I
Yeah.
sang in it because that was one of my first songs that I ever put together and I recorded it on my phone. So I used BandLab and made a beat, a really, really slow beat on it. But I've had people tell me that they love that song. So I'm like, what? I'm like, you can hear the tune in it. But
I
that's
like
probably one of
Band
my
Lab.
personal
It's not bad.
it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
It
For
gets
me,
a
it
bad
was
rap.
the it does get a bad rep. And I'm like, if you know how to mix it right, it's okay. And it has
Yeah.
presets. It's really good for people learning music. Like when I
Yeah.
first started recording, if I didn't have BandLab, I would have never made a song. Like I was recording TikToks. I guess that's how I ended up getting into the review shows, is I was recording TikToks just a cappella. Like
Yeah.
I was just like lunchtime lyric roulette. Like and I'd open one of my lyric books and just start singing a song.
That's what's up.
That's kind of, and I had someone on a review show like, "Hey, come up to my review show. I think we can help you." I'm like, okay. But yeah, I think that's probably one of them. There's one song that I wrote for it was for my ex-husband. And I like the lyrics of it. I hate how my vocal tone sounds because
Yeah.
I'm like singing up here. It's weird. I have a very low register, and I was trying to do too much at the beginning to find my voice, which
Yeah.
I'm still finding it. But I'm a lot closer zeroed in than I was.
Yeah, of course. Hey,
So
I
probably
know
best
I know what
Lean in the
that's like.
Chaos, Dumb Bitch, or worst is probably End of Me or All My Days, which is on my SoundCloud.
Everybody go find it. No,
Yeah, I have stuff that is not released on my SoundCloud. A lot of it. Some of the stuff that I made, I went ahead and uploaded too, so it would be in there. I don't know if I made them private or public though.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Some are pre-mixed, some are not mixed. I use a template, so
That's
they sound
understandable.
decent.
Well, let's talk about some of your influences. Let's get specific. Give me five artists that you think that you embody in your
Hmm.
music.
Hmm. I obviously, like I learned music from my dad and my sister. I know I sound a lot like my sister, and I look up to her for a lot. She teaches me a lot, because she's been in music for a long time. And she's, done made albums and done charted in Europe and stuff. Like she's fantastic, and I definitely know that I sound like her, and I do embody her when I do think of stuff. So definitely my sister, Steph. My dad, I think about when I'm recording and singing and stuff, because he tells me, even at 6 years, I still get nervous after doing it. So just breathe. Sometimes it just takes time.
Oh
Um, I love Stevie Nicks. That is my witch.
yeah.
I think that you could probably tell that from my singing too.
Yeah, for
Janis
sure.
Joplin, I love the emotion that she would pour out, and watching old live performances of Janis's is like, you can feel her soul, and that's what I want to be able to do. With music is really touch people just by them feeling, even if they don't know what I'm saying, just by feeling, my emotion. Um, so definitely, so there's four, I guess. Yeah, I love Florence and the Machine too. I do love her. But for
That is a
rap,
good choice.
it'd probably be like, I guess because I do some rap songs too. I love Caitlyn.
Yeah,
Hmm.
okay.
I
That's
got
a
I got a
good.
lot of different types of influences, I guess. It depends on what style I'm doing. If it's like country, it's Miranda Lambert for sure. I used to love Miranda Lambert.
She's still good.
Yeah.
I
I
did,
worked with her at
however.
a show, and she rubbed
Oh,
me the wrong way once. So
oh, that's
yeah,
so
when I worked for the
disappointing.
radio station, she was like super, super picky about stuff and super specific and like kind of not the nicest person to staff. Like she was just very much like, dude, and I'm just like, oh God, that breaks my heart because I've worked with other people where like the band Perry's like, come play cornhole, and
Yeah,
she's like, everybody get out of here, like leave me alone, like type thing. I'm like, oh.
you're like,
I'm like, that sucks. I used to love you. I still like her, but she wasn't
yeah.
like rude, but
That's like my aunt met Chef Anne Burrell from like Worst Cooks in America and stuff like that at an airport, and she
mm.
was just so rude and bitchy.
It
And
changes how you feel about
yeah,
people,
but-
especially if you're a fan or semi like them or looked up to them for something or even watch their show and like maybe you don't love the person, but you're like, hey, I like your show.
yeah,
Like, how hard is it to not be a dick?
I know, right? And she said
It's
she's
not
like
hard.
that's one of the rudest chefs, like celebrity chefs I've ever met. And she's met a few, like
But Ramsey, he seems mean. Seems mean.
I've always heard that he is one of the nicest people.
Really?
Yeah. He's mean on his show, but he kind of plays it up a little bit,
Yeah. You
you
got to play
know.
the part.
And he's less nice to British people than he is to American people.
Wild. Hmm.
Like even on his shows you can tell when he does like what's that? Kitchen Nightmares UK versus Kitchen Nightmares in the US. In Kitchen Nightmares in the UK, he's like fuck you, bitch. You know, he's just throwing shit at them. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
this is insane. And then on America, he's like, you're an idiot sandwich.
And puts bread around your face.
Yeah. He
America, they're like, we'll arrest you for that, sir. You watch out.
But yeah, he is definitely much nicer in the US version of all of his shows than he is the UK
Weird.
version. And then when it's kids like Master Chef Junior, he's so sweet to them. He's like, "It's okay. We're going to fix this. It'll be all right." You're like,
Hmm.
"Oh, he's such a dad." Because
Yeah.
he's got what, two or three children, so
Yeah.
he's like,
Crazy how people's personalities adapt. And you're
"Yeah,
like, wait
for
a
sure.
second. Hold on.
You're not the same person."
Yeah. Who is this? What's
Aren't you mean and
happening?
British?
Right.
You're not supposed to be kind and posh. What is this?
Yeah. You should be calling everybody an idiot sandwich.
Exactly.
Confusing the mass.
Exactly. So
Hmm.
let's talk about something that I like to call your guilty pleasure to listen to for music. Now, it doesn't mean you hate it or are embarrassed by it, but what is something that people would not expect you to listen to at all? Something in your Spotify catalog. I mean, if it is embarrassing, share it with us. That'll be even more fun, but
What would be embarrassing?
but
Hmm.
something that most people don't know you listen to.
My Spotify rap, my number two was space music. But people
Pretty
might think that
cool.
of me, so who knows? I listen to classical music all day when I work. I
Okay.
listen to a lot of classical music and like cat calming music because my cat's an asshole. So, but it's actually pretty calming for me too. That and then I listen to a lot of older music. I don't think people expect that normally, because like I was raised on Motown and stuff, like with my dad,
Yeah.
so I was raised on a lot of 50s, 60s music or like old Southern gospel music, and
Oh
stuff
yeah.
like that with my nanny. Yeah. Like definitely probably one of those. People I don't think would expect like gospel or classical music.
No, I don't think they would. I mean, that doesn't surprise me at all. Most of these things that people say, they're like, "Ah, I listen to this." I'm like, "Oh, I figured as
Yeah.
much."
And then obviously like I love EDM. Some people I don't think realize that either. I love some heavy bass. I
EDM's
have
just so fun. It's
It
like dumb
is.
fun.
It's an fuck. I love dub. I love dub. Dub is like an adventure. It's like I feel like they take an electric ball of sound and they mold it to different shapes when
Yeah.
they're like, doing like the grimy bass drop stuff. I'm like, yes, twist
It,
it into a knot. Do it.
funny enough, when I think of that, I think of Just Dance
Yeah.
because I remember when I was real young and it was me and my brother, we would play Just Dance and the two songs we would play the most were both like electronic dubstep EDM type music. I think they were both
Mm.
Skrillex songs.
I love Skrillex. They're going to be at Electric Forest this year. I'm so excited.
No way.
Yeah, I think that I saw them on the lineup.
Good old
Pretty sure I
Sonny
did.
Moore.
It might have been Excision, actually. I think I saw them on another lineup. They might have
Oh,
been on one in Kansas City. I follow Grizz a lot. I love Grizz.
yeah.
Yeah. So like and tonight's one of his shows at the Russ or at the Masonic Temple. I'm like, ooh, but it's like $400. I'm like, ooh.
Oh, oh,
Yeah. I'm
you
like,
hurt
I
me
should have
there
got
with
those
that
tickets
price.
when they were cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, have you seen Stevie Nicks' tickets? Like just base level nosebleed tickets as soon as they drop are $350.
Yeah, that's wild. My
And then the
ex-husband bought
resale
me
ticket.
tickets to Stevie Nicks, and then my mom bought tickets to Stevie Nicks. I've actually never seen the price of them. I got lucky both times.
There you go.
Like,
I think you might have fainted seeing those.
yeah,
It's
that was pre-COVID too. It was a while ago.
so it
She
might have
doesn't
been
really move
cheaper.
on stage anymore though either, but she still sounds really
Yeah.
good.
You know who else doesn't do that anymore? Shania Twain.
Yeah, really?
She,
I always wanted to see her when she did the house act in Vegas, but
yeah.
I never made I don't think I've ever seen Shania Twain ever at any concert or in any festival. I'm like, that's one person I'm like,
I've
which is
seen
weird because she
videos.
always dances.
Yeah, I've seen videos and I guess recently, or maybe
Mm,
it may be a different person. I may be tripping for all I know. Don't quote
it
me
might
on
be
it.
her. She,
But
I mean, I guess after you do a house act so long, like I know she was in Vegas for a while.
yeah,
After that, I'm sure that you probably get used to like just having people just show up regardless.
yeah, I'm sure. Well,
Yeah.
it's Shania Twain. If she sings, people will show.
Yeah. She's
It's
got
like
that classic country voice.
that's right. It's like who is that? It's the he's really old and he looks bad now. Ugh, crap. It's gonna annoy the crap out of me. Like
Mm,
doo-wop music. What is his
it does
name?
doo-wop music. Ooh.
Old white guy looks terrible.
I think I know who you're talking about with white hair.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oof.
I will find this out and I'll
Yeah.
remember it.
Look it up. My dad probably know.
Man, that is
Mm.
bother me. But
I'm sure I know who that is too, because like I literally used to listen to like
man,
50s music.
hold on. We we have technology. Old white guy who sings high in doo wop music stuff. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. Frankie Valley. That's right.
Ah.
He looks this is him.
Yeah. And just
And he's
goes
like
back and forth.
hobbling around the stage.
Yeah.
I keep seeing people say he must owe money to the mob. They should say, let the
He's not
old man
retiring.
die already. They're like,
Hmm.
quit reviving him from his grave to go on stage.
Yeah, it's hard. I've seen when I worked at a concert venue here. When I worked for the radio station, I started working security too for another company. And I was working in a Aretha Franklin concert and she had to do oxygen in the middle of her set.
That's
It was
wild.
crazy. It was wild. I
Did
was
she
like,
at least
holy
sound
shit.
good?
She sounded good. A lot of it, because she's from here, you know.
Yeah.
So like a lot of it was like she's part of a church in Southfield, so a lot of the people in the crowd were like from her church.
Okay.
But yeah, they actually, yeah, it wasn't like a packed crowd or anything, like because there's you know kind of a pavilion at this venue, and then there's a hill, and they
Yeah.
brought all the people from the hill into the pavilion because she was kind of a little bit upset about that. She was kind
Okay.
of a little bit.
A little bit
Upset about a
hoity-toity.
lot of stuff too. Yeah, that was
Was it?
another one that I was like, ugh, no, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. You're the queen.
There are just some musicians you're like, oh, really? You're like that? I hear
I
Billy
feel like
Joe
after
from
so
Green Day.
long, people get like that.
Yeah. I hear Billy Joe from Green Day is kind of like that too.
That makes me sad. I've
But then
never
I
met
hear he's
anyone from
nice.
reading.
So it just depends on the day you catch him, I guess.
Ah,
But
he's dealing
I
with
don't
shit.
like how much he talks on stage. He goes on for like 10 minutes. Of course, I didn't like that about Mudvayne or Rob Zombie.
Mm. Rob Zombie definitely does that. I saw Rob Zombie when he was with Marilyn Manson. What the? Marilyn
Marilyn
Manson?
Monroe. I like
Manson?
it.
I'm like, what?
That's
My
my
brain's
favorite
crazy.
artist.
Yep. Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson.
I
When
love
they had
it.
that beef, they were doing that tour together and we went and
Yeah.
saw them. It was great theatricals, but they definitely talk a lot.
And just they talk a lot of shit too.
Yeah, it was a lot of that.
Rob Zombie, I saw him a couple years ago. So the Munsters remake that he was doing was coming out that year. At everyone, I said this before the concert even started. I said, I bet you in the middle of his set he will play the trailer for the Munsters. And no music, just the trailer for the Munsters on the screen. I was right. I
It's like
called
intermission,
that.
bitches.
I was
Sorry.
like, no, you're absolutely right. He was like, you like movies. I'm a movie creator. Here's the Munsters. I'm like, that's not what I came to see. And then he had people in alien masks naked running around on screen. And I was like, this is strange.
For the monsters.
Yeah, right after the Munsters, I'm like, this doesn't
Mm.
match at all.
Like let's bring this back to one way, one side, one end or the other, sir.
It was an interesting one. And then John Five, his guitar player, left to go be for Motley Crue, and I was like, well, that's disappointing.
Mm. Yeah.
And
Motley Crue's a good show.
is it?
Crew Fest. Yeah, I used to work Crew Fest. It was good. They always do like something crazy in one of their sets, like whether they're like getting lifted on risers or
Oh
like
yeah.
coming out into the stage, like coming out of the crowd. Like they're very, very great at their like entertainment
Yeah.
and like keeping the crowd involved and like yeah, just keeping that energy consistent. Like that was something that I noticed them and Aerosmith does that too.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah, they
saw
were
Vince Neil.
fantastic.
I saw Vince Neil with his solo band. They turned him up because this was at a music festival. He
Mm.
was low in the mix. They turned him up. Um, they didn't like what they heard and they turned him back down. So
Wild.
I was like, this is awful. I was like,
Yeah.
he's not
I
even saying the words to his songs. Which, fair, I don't know the words to half my songs either. But
A lot of people don't. I've
I'm
had
not
people
gonna
forget
attempt
words on screen on stage with me and look over to me like, and I'm like, I don't know your fucking words. I know mine.
to. These
I think
aren't
I know
my
part of your
words.
words because I sing along, but I don't know them like that. I'm up here forgetting my words, bro. Don't look at me. I can't help
Like
you.
you're like, I can barely remember my own
Literally,
words.
I'm on
Don't look
stage
at
like, I can't help you here. I'm fucked myself. Are you gonna help
just point the mic out.
me? Right. Just
That's what all
literally. And
people
it's
do.
rappers too. It's always rappers I feel like that forget their words.
Oh yeah. And then you're like, just do something. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh,
I'm just
no.
like, blah, 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 anything.
There was one song, I can't remember for the life of me what it was, but I had sang the wrong lyrics to the song for like almost 10 years. And they were like, that is not, somebody told me that's not the lyrics. I'm like, yes, it is.
And say them with confidence, like I've been saying this forever.
Yeah, I was like, this is totally what it is. They're like, no, not even close. Turns out they were right. I was definitely wrong, and that just confirmed my theory that I definitely can't remember lyrics. I have two songs maybe that are stuck in my head that I can remember lyrics for. No, three. One is Africa by Toto.
That used to be
Um,
my song to take a break at in radio school because it was so long. I'm like, yeah, I've got perfect. I gotta go to the bathroom.
it is a long song. Through the Fire and the Flames by Dragon Force, that the guitar jerk off song.
Yeah,
As are
long song.
most, yeah, it's like 7.5 minutes long or
Yeah,
something like that. And I know all the lyrics to that for some reason. And then I can't remember what the third song is. It's probably something stupid, like the banana song or some random song with some stupid name. I know the VeggieTales theme song. Does that count?
yeah, that does count. I sing that
Okay.
all the time, and like Barbara Manatee and
Yeah,
like all of those. I definitely know those. And the Where Is My Hairbrush? Anytime I lose my
yep.
hairbrush, I sing that song.
That is, I hear so many people sing that song specifically, and the people are like,
Larry's the lovable. Larry was a favorite for sure.
Bob was always the level-headed one. Larry
Yeah,
was like the fun
Bob's like
one.
SpongeBob, Larry's like Patrick.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that
But if
dynamic. It's great.
yeah, but if the show was based more around Patrick.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of
Which
which,
would
I
be
was
awesome.
I was gonna go see that movie today.
Yeah,
I changed my
should have come
mind.
down today. I
Yeah,
don't watch movies ever.
it came out yesterday, the new SpongeBob movie, and they got Ice
Yeah,
Spice doing a song.
Ice Spice.
It's okay.
Ice Spice.
The song is it it's bad. She just
Mm.
goes, big guy, pants okay, big guy, square pants, big guy. Somebody was like, "Is
Wild.
this AI generated?"
Yeah, they're like it's Ice Spice's AI deep fake.
Exactly. And she's a fish in the film too,
Mm,
which of course, I mean Snoop Dogg
yeah,
was in the last SpongeBob film.
wild.
And then David Hasselhoff was in the old one,
Yeah. Mm.
which
What would you be if you were a character in the SpongeBob movie?
I'd be Patrick. I do a really good Patrick
Yeah.
impression. I'm not gonna do it on here, but
I'm like sometimes when I laugh, I sound like that one fish. I think his name's Fred.
yeah.
The ha 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 ha. Maybe it's surfer one. I don't know.
Yeah, the surfer one, the one that dies in the episode.
Yep. Sometimes when I laugh, that's how I sound if I really get rolling. Like,
That's
great.
great. Okay. I've got some more fun questions for you. Now, This is going to be an interesting question. What is a music trend that you just can't get behind, that you just don't understand or can't get behind?
And I've said this on my lives to people that send me offbeat rap. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Some people when they're on the other beat or they think that the offbeat is like there is like I don't even know what the actual name of it is of that genre is. Because there's a specific genre of it when they're just completely off the beat and still going. And you know that if you just slide their vocals over, I'm like, just slide it over. If you
Yeah,
just
you're
slide
like,
their vocals over, it'd be on the beat and they're trying to ride an imaginary pocket that I don't hear, or it's a pocket there that I don't hear, which I don't understand that because I
yeah,
definitely know when there's in a pocket, and then it's just like completely when people completely ignore the beat. And I'm like, as somebody that does not write to beats, like I still make sure my stuff aligns. But
yeah,
like, yeah, that is something that I don't understand because I'm like, I don't get it. And same with like the mumbling, the mumble rap. It's
yeah,
hard for me to understand a lot of the time, and I like lyrics because I'm a lyricist, so I don't really get behind that a lot. There's certain ones I'll listen to, if they're not so mumbly, and it's not like I don't like, mumble rappers because there's some songs that I have liked of some, but I just like when I can't understand what you're saying, it makes it really hard for me. But I feel like that's a newer trend, like the meme rap and stuff like that. And it's really hard for me to understand it. We get a lot of that in our feedback queue, and I'm just like, I'm gonna break it down for you and give you my basics of what I listen for in a song. It's gonna be honest, and you're probably gonna get a four. Sorry. But like, I just, it's hard to help guide other artists too. If I'm like, get on the beat, tighten up, wait for, the downbeat or, something else, take a pause.
yeah.
And it's
Hell,
hard
you
to
could do
do
the
that
upbeat.
direction with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Just pick a beat, pick the
That's
downbeat,
what
pick
I'm
the
any
upbeat.
beat at this point.
You can
Yeah,
do
like I just
triplets. It doesn't matter. Just pick
that's a
something.
trend that's hard for me to get behind. But then I've also had people that like listening to it that I've literally asked, I've been like, what do you like about it? Like I want to understand because I can't understand it. And I need to be able to give people advice too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to understand it. And it's
Yeah.
something that I still don't understand. Even reaching out, they're like, you'll feel it differently. And I'm like, I don't. It makes me.
You're
I
like, I
want to
don't
dance to
feel
the
it at
beat, and I'm
all.
like, what am I going to? Like, I don't know. I'm twitching. Like, I don't like it.
It's like a
It's
Tool
hard for me to
song.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like something
Yeah.
where the time signature changes every other, measure or whatever, and you're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
where am I
Yeah. You're like,
supposed to
what do I
where's the
do?
downbeat?
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
There was a video I saw recently. It was I don't remember what the main artist was, but it's O3 Greedo is the featured artist on the song. And the main artist he goes, I say I want attention, what are you? He said, if the ball is in your court, what would you do? He said it exactly like that. And then O3 Greedo comes on. He goes, and I'm rapping on a song for someone I don't like. He's the type of person you won't see go home tonight. Like he's like, I'm gonna murder this man after I murder his beat. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Where are we going here?
Like it starts off very nonchalant.
Yeah, the dude's like, oh no, what am I saying? And sometimes he's on the beat, sometimes he trails. I think he's like falling asleep or something. And
Yeah.
then O3 Greedo comes in and absolutely destroys him and also threatens to murder him in the song. So
He's like, hey, get your shit together, bro.
he's like, I'm on a song with someone I don't even like.
Like,
He's
I
like,
got paid for this. That's why I'm here.
yeah. Like I've heard of diss raps against, beef
Not
track,
against your collab.
not on the same track.
You're like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm just gonna diss you. Would you release that if someone that you had a feature dissed you?
No, absolutely not.
Right. Who
I
does that?
mean,
I can't stand diss tracks. I'm like, I
it's
hate
like
it.
it's like, yeah, I'm on a song. Fuck this motherfucker.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
It's like, okay,
yeah.
I guess.
The song sucks ass. Like, what?
He's like, he can't
Yeah.
even rap. What? This is my song, bitch.
I know, right? Get off my song then.
Yeah.
And he still released it,
Oh yeah.
which is crazy.
And then he comes back at the end with his like, no, what will you do? I'm like, dude, are you asleep? Wake up!
You're like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna
Yeah, I was like,
die.
this is dumb.
You're like, look out, bro. At
I
least sleep with one eye open.
yeah, I saved the song on my Spotify because it was just that funny. I was like, this
I
is
have to look it up. You have to send
uh,
it to me
yeah,
so I
I'll
can laugh.
definitely send it to you. I'll send you the video because the video is even funnier because the main dude is in the back just the whole time just looking down
On
at the
something.
ground. Oh yeah, he had to be
Yeah.
R3 the Airman or something like that. I don't know.
Here, man.
I'll have it not in the description of this video because it's not
Yeah.
good. It was it's just there.
You're like, it's just something to get a kick from if you have a bad mood. At
Yeah.
least you're not this guy.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
So let's bring it back around a little bit. What is something you're still learning about yourself as an artist?
Mm. I'm still trying to find my voice. Um, it's something too that I feel like I'm learning how to balance my life with my music. That's something that I'm still learning and learning that you know, I guess about myself, mm, would be that the more and more that I try to make something perfect, the less and less it's ever going to be heard. And
True.
to find my voice is just not, I always try to do too much instead of focusing on one thing.
Yeah.
And that's something when I first started music, I'm like, I'm in band lab. I'm like, I gotta make my beat. I gotta do this because I'm like, I'm not spending money on this. This is expensive,
Yeah.
you know. And then I'm like, I need to invest in myself.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a good thing that I've been learning is how to invest in myself instead of others
Yeah.
a little bit more, so I can really find my vocal and everything. I think that I've come pretty far from where I was, so definitely learning how to, I guess, invest in myself and put myself first to find myself
That's good.
still,
Oh yeah.
always.
What advice would you give to artists trying to get into the realm of pop and rap and stuff like that, hip hop areas of music?
Don't get involved in beefs.
Yeah, that
That's
especially on
very
the
good
same
one.
song.
Yeah, don't get involved in beefs. I figured that was a pretty warranted uh, piece of advice there. But also don't focus on being perfect because it will literally ruin your whole process. Focus on one thing, the main thing that you are having an issue with. Like if you're a rapper and say you're not, hitting the beat and you're focusing too much, you're thinking too much. Don't think about it. Breathe and shake it off and practice rapping to your favorite song over and over and over, over and over and over and over. Uh, Memorize your lyrics when you're recording, because if you can
Memorize it in
record with
general.
your literally, even at least when you're recording, I know you'll probably forget them. We all do, but memorize your lyrics because if you can record with your eyes closed, you're gonna have a lot better content. Because then you can feel it, and the more that people can feel what you're saying, the more that they're gonna back your song because they're gonna believe you. So you have to have that oomph in it. Otherwise, if you don't, then it's just people won't really like it unless it's
Yeah.
got a killer beat.
Yeah.
Something's got to grab them in. But a lot of the times, if you just close your eyes and just flow with what you know, then you'll be able to hit the beats and you'll be able to tighten up and keep everything fluid. From a singer perspective, don't try to do too much with your vocal when you're because I'm a person that will experiment every type of run that there is and harmony that there is. And some of it does not sound good, which is fine. But also if you're showing somebody your music, don't point out your flaws.
Yeah,
Your music's the best thing that you've ever made,
that's
and
right.
that's it. You need to have your own back on that. I've lost too many people who were interested in my music over the past couple of years and me being like, hey, yeah, here's my song. Be careful of this, this, and this, and this. I don't really like it. And that's something that I actually learned from D-Bird. He's like, you're cutting yourself short, and now I'm listening to only this.
Yeah.
that you told me to, instead of actually listening to the song and telling me what I didn't like about it or what I liked about it. He's like, so now you've already curbed my opinion against yourself, which is something very negative to do, even if you warn people about yourself as a general person. Own your shit. Your shit's the best shit you've ever done.
Hell
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that's how you have to be. And I'm still like, but something that I'm learning, and I try to work on is, making sure that I'm, more confident in my music and stuff, because you're doing something that other people can't even if they want, you're actually making something, like you're
Yeah.
doing it, like you're doing the thing, like you're doing more than most people would. So just like know that you're not doing things wrong. So don't point it out to people.
Yeah.
So those are kind of like ground things, same thing with if you get flustered, walk away and come back. Basic life stuff,
Oh yeah.
don't try to hammer something out. If you're not getting it, you ain't gonna get it. Go leave and come back or get another set of ears, get a collaborator on it.
Yeah.
Don't keep your music to yourself. Release everything. That's something I have so much unreleased music, and I'm just like, now it's overwhelming.
Oh,
I'm
I do
like, now
too.
what do I didn't even remember this energy from then. Like, I have to do what? A hook on this still? Like, what? You know,
Yeah,
release it because you might save someone's life with something that you say.
that's right.
So, yeah,
I like it. I know
definitely
I got an advice. Breathe during your songs. Jesus.
that that
Also don't go into the microphone. I don't know how
unless you
many
cut it out.
rappers. Yeah, I don't know how many rappers I hear. I'm like,
Mouth
no.
noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I
I'm like,
can't stand that.
this is not ASMR. Turn that
Yeah.
off.
No mouth
Cut that out.
noises. Make sure you cut that out. Have your engineer check that out. And if you are getting a lot of mouth noises, plosives, or anything, back away 6 inches.
Yeah.
Keep like this away from
Drink
your mic.
water. Drink
Yeah,
water.
definitely drink water, especially if you smoke. Drink water.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Most people do in this video, so
Yeah,
here's a
that's
caveat.
true.
Drink water.
Okay,
Mm.
I've got some rapid fire questions for you.
Oh, shit.
So I think I already know the answer to this one. Coffee or energy drinks? I saw you over there with a
Okay.
Red Bull.
I
So,
I drink like two sugar-free Red Bulls a day.
they're not
I'm
bad.
terrible.
I they're bad for you, but they're not bad tasting.
No, when I started losing weight, I was like, I had to switch from regular Red Bull, and at first I didn't like it, so I switched to the flavored Monsters until I got used to like the non like the sugar-free stuff, and then I
Yeah.
switched back to Red Bull. I'm like, oh, I like this a lot better.
Oh yeah.
No.
Okay. Early studio sessions or late night ones?
See, late night because my vocals not warmed up yet. My brain works better for writing in the morning and thinking of stuff, but my vocals always better at night.
Okay.
Something about the nighttime and making music. I don't know. There's
I
something about
know.
a 2 a.m. music session.
It's the vibes.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've woken up in the middle of the night and it's like 3 a.m. and I'm like, I got an
Fuck
idea.
it.
I
Yeah.
crawl out of the bed. Sometimes I fall. What the hell? Something exploded. Uh,
Oh,
it was a loud boom outside, so who knows?
oh,
Oh well, it's not my problem.
okay. Oh,
Anyways, I might fall out the bed and then I'll crawl over here to the computer and turn on all the music stuff and start working on something. So
yeah.
it's all
Something about
about.
the vibe of the night. It's like the stillness before the chaos, and you can actually like think clearly.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, here that is. Even if it's like something you haven't been able to get. Like, I don't know. Some of my best music come out of the middle of the night. I know that I used to be because like the city's quiet at night, but even in the country now, I'm like, well,
Yeah,
nighttime, let's go.
for sure. A song that you're tired of hearing.
Mm.
I've
Oh
got a
God,
good
tired
one.
of hearing. Oof. Shit.
Is it Christmas music at the moment, or are you
I
still good
love
on it?
Christmas music. I listen to Christmas music all year.
I'm not gonna lie, I do too. Last Christmas
Love
by
it. It's
Wham,
so
my
happy.
favorite.
That's a great one.
Yeah,
That's a great one. It's so happy. I love that. I love it.
I try to pretend that I don't listen to it
That
yearly though.
Apatu, that song drove me nuts. That apartment song,
Yeah,
I couldn't stand that. But I also don't watch TV or anything, so
yeah,
I listen to all the review show music, but and then my Spotify, which is heavily geared towards me. So
yeah, of course. Dream collaboration, living or dead.
Janice. I would love to go on stage with Janice
That's a good one.
or Stevie. I don't know. Stevie would be crazy. Crazy. Shannon Blake. I would love to collab with Shannon Blake too. I got a couple of them.
That's good. Um, a song that always gets you emotional.
Hmm. The House That Built Me. I cry every time.
That's a
It's a
good one.
Miranda Lambert song. Yeah.
Man, I haven't heard
Landslide
that song in
too.
forever.
Yeah, that one's one I can't even sing for karaoke. It makes me cry. So that's I'm like, oh, it's that one. I lose it. Hmm.
Okay, album or singles?
Singles because albums, I feel like there's so much work. I've been putting together this album for so long, and I'm like, I just want to release this song. Like, I just want to get this out. I want to
Yeah.
listen to it too. Like, I gotta get this out.
Okay. Um, one word to describe your next release.
Hmm. Breakups.
Okay. Favorite snack?
Snack? I guess
Yeah.
snack would be like I
Favorite
love
midnight 3 a.m. snack. How about
I'm like, okay, combos. Pizza
that?
combos or gummy bears.
Okay. I respect the pizza combos.
I love them because they're like filling too. So it's like even if I'm starving, I'm like, oh, I guess combos will help me over. Combos and some milk.
There you go. Okay. Um, a song that you didn't write that you wish you wrote.
Hmm.
I always do
Probably
Phil
Shake It
Collins.
Out. I love
Okay,
Florence and the
that's a good
Machine.
one.
That song is so good. And it's like, God, I listen to that and it brings me out of a dark place anytime I'm in one. So I'm like, God, shake it off. Shake it off. Let's
I
go.
had somebody say happy birthday.
I mean, you'd be a millionaire, right?
I think
That's
it's
definitely
actually out
public
of
property.
copyright.
Yeah, I'm like, that's definitely public property. So I actually
Yeah,
maybe made a bunch of money when there wasn't a bunch of money to be made on it
that's true.
because that didn't exist.
I always say Phil Collins in the air tonight
That is a
because
good one.
that one still
Yeah,
makes a ton of money.
yeah, that's a
And
good one.
and I like the do 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 do.
Yeah,
Do.
that's a fun one.
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
A
That
pop
is a good
star
one.
that you would open for tomorrow if you got the chance.
Oof. Shit. Any of them?
Any of them?
But no, I don't. Probably. Well, I guess it's Doja Cat pop or rap. I guess she's not really. She's hip hop. Never mind.
It doesn't
Uh,
matter. She's a little bit of
yeah, I
both.
love Doja. She's good too. Uh, Moonlight Scorpio might
Okay.
be considered pop, but I love her.
Well,
She
I'll
held
take
us her
both of those
horse.
answers.
Yeah.
What is the worst advice you've ever gotten?
Oh my God. The worst advice I've ever gotten.
Is it rap off beat? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? Worst advice. I feel like I'm always on giving advice. What's led me to a bad situation? Let's see. Uh, uh, well, I guess that's not like I was told not to undo a harness for safety and then almost fell out of the sky and they were like, undo it. And I didn't because they told me not to originally.
Yeah.
That's not really advice. Like I'm trying to think.
I mean,
That's
that
parasailing.
is that is kind of bad
We were
advice.
parasailing and we dropped out in Mexico. I dropped out of the sky parasailing.
Oh,
I had a lot of near-death experiences part of my life.
maybe those had some advice in there.
Probably. Oh yeah, jumping off of a cliff.
Yeah, that's usually
I
bad
totally
advice.
did that. I jumped off a bridge too, but I didn't get hurt doing that. That was fun.
Okay.
I used to do wild stuff when I was younger. Now I'm afraid of everything.
It's understandable.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've done too much.
If your music were a color, what would it be?
Hmm. It would probably be, I want to say I write happy music, but I have a hard time writing love songs for some reason. So it's probably like blue. It's
Okay.
probably blue.
Do you have a
Because
particular
yeah, I feel
shade?
like it's a little bit of a sadder shade. A lot of my music's
Mhm.
a little bit sadder. Yeah.
Okay. Like a
Yeah.
deep sea blue?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay,
Probably.
I've got some fun rapid fire questions. Let's do this. Um, Song you delete from existence.
Oof. Any of the diss tracks against me. Uh, no, I'll
Um,
be serious. One that people know that I delete from existence. Oh. Uh, I don't like that cheerleader song because I always thought it
oh
said gummy
yeah.
bear. That one
Ooh,
drives me nuts.
the ooh, I think that I found.
Yeah, I hate that
Yeah.
song. Drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. And I always thought it was gummy bear. And I'm like, what are you gonna do with the gummy bear?
A song you pretend not to like but secretly love.
Hmm. I pretend not to like, but
Yeah,
secretly love. Oof. Shit. These are hard.
I know.
Hmm.
I said they were rapid fire. I didn't say they were easy.
I know. I'm trying to think if they're rapid fire if I'm thinking about it this much. You know? I'm like,
Yeah.
shit. Uh, mm, fuck, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I'm like, what are the songs that people don't like?
Mm,
Hmm.
a lot of modern music.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the tune stuff.
A lot of people like to hate on like the top 5 artists, top 10 artists in the world.
Yeah.
Nickelback.
Mm, yeah, I do like Nickelback songs. I don't know why everybody hates them. I
It,
like Photographs, so
yeah.
I'll listen to that. I won't skip it if it comes on. I
I
got
like
you,
the song
Nickelback.
Rockstar.
Yeah, we got you.
That's right. Um, let's see. Weirdest DM you've ever gotten.
Uh, I won't say something dirty because I've got some really weird, dirty DMs. I got
Okay.
one the other day that was probably the most weirdest.
I
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious, but let's not have that one on the podcast.
yeah, I'll tell you after. But yeah, weirdest DM I've ever gotten. Oh, I've had someone tell me I'm outside, and I'm like, what?
What? What?
So yeah, they weren't outside. They were not.
Oh,
But it
okay.
freaked me out. I was
That
like,
was
what?
you're
What do
like
you mean? So that was weird. That was very weird.
that they were like, no, I'm just outside in general in the
Yeah,
world,
they're like, I'm
not
outside waiting for you to come on inside. I'm like, okay.
that.
Like, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't post on the spotlight snaps. Hmm.
That is strange for sure.
I've got a lot of weird stuff. I could go through them. Got a lot of weird ones.
I'm kind of interested, but
I've
those
thought about some of them are like just terrible pickup lines too. I'd have to,
I've heard plenty of those.
yeah.
I watched a video of like the worst pickup lines ever. I thought it was hilarious because they're just some of them are just so bad.
Yeah. And so I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, why don't you try to say hi first?
Yeah, at least
Be normal.
yeah. People don't know how to be normal anymore.
I'm not gonna reply if you're like basically licking your lips in the chat. Or I'm not gonna reply, if you're like corny I guess corny would get me because I like weird, funny people, but it depends on what you say, I guess. But I mean, a simple like, hey, what's up? How are you?
Yeah,
You know,
that goes a long way.
so long. People didn't know that. Like, when I used to bartend and people wouldn't be like that. I'm like, dude, just like talk to me normal. Like, don't try to.
That's how I got you on the podcast. I said, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? Come on the
Basically,
podcast."
I'm normal. I'll talk to you normal if you talk to me normal.
That's right. Um, who? If your music were a food, what would it be?
Uh, mm, a potato.
Ooh,
Because
very
it can be
versatile.
very versatile. Yeah, because I am trying to do a lot of different types of music, and I love mashed potatoes. Are my favorite.
And you can carb it load. There you
Yes.
go. Um, you have to get rid of one social media forever. What is it?
Oh, forever, forever, ever.
Yeah, forever,
Oh,
ever.
this would be out of what, like Facebook
Yeah,
and
like the top
Insta,
5.
TikTok, Snap. I guess Snap's considered social media. I feel like it's more of a communication app.
That's what
Uh,
I've always thought.
Yeah. See, probably Instagram. Well,
Okay.
probably Snapchat, if anything, if
Yeah.
that counts. But if that doesn't count, then I would say probably Insta. Just because like most of my stuff is on TikTok. That's where I started with music was TikTok.
Yeah.
And my Facebook has, most of my family and stuff like that too. So it's like, I could go. I always forget about Insta too. I'm glad that Facebook posts on Insta for me.
Is YouTube a social media?
Oh yeah, I don't really use YouTube much except for like our shows.
So
I mean,
here's my process. Get rid of YouTube and cause as much chaos as possible.
mm, yeah, YouTube's
That's the chaotic brain talking.
yeah, like chaos, chaotic good.
Because if YouTube was just wiped off the planet, what would people even think?
YouTube's so expensive too. Like it's like $30 for like the premium
Yeah.
subscription. I'm
And
like,
then the ads. Holy crap. If you have the free
okay,
version, you have 30 ads in one video that's
literally.
10 minutes long.
Yeah, I'll be listening to like a reading and I'm like, okay, this has got a lot of ads.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll wait.
I don't have ads on my podcast that I'm aware of.
I
And
think so.
don't at me in the comments, everybody. If there's ads, it's not my fault. I'm
Nope.
not getting the ad revenue.
You
I
don't
just
even know when they go if you're live. You're like, oh, okay.
yeah. Okay. Strangest pre-show ritual.
Strangest pre-show ritual. Strangest?
Yeah. Or
Probably
just
like
tell
I
me.
like normally like cry and like have a panic attack. No, I'll go out either I'll do like yoga, I guess. But like when before I'm performing or like if I am needing to like step up to the mic, which is kind of an anxiety thing that I do, I
Yeah.
shake out like a tree.
Okay.
Like to shake everything off me. Like I'll bend over and just like shake like like a tree
I
shaking
have
its leaves.
I teach music and I have my students do that. Or I have them breathe in and hold it for a few seconds and let it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, take a breath for a second.
Literally. Anytime even I'm in the studio, I'm like I can't like get something. I'm like, oh, I need to shake off. And I just like randomly start shaking, even if people are there. I'm like, sorry. I had to shake this energy off. It ain't helping me.
If it makes, well, this probably won't make you feel better about that, but I read a book recently. Well, I listened to the audio book, okay, uh, of this book about. It's called The Three Christs of Ypsilanti. It's a study that was done in the early 1960s on three people who were schizophrenic that all believed they were Jesus Christ. Um, they had them meet together for 2 years in a room and talk, and then they'd manipulate it because this was the 60s and they did whatever they wanted with mental ill patients.
Yeah.
But one would
Our dark
say,
past.
yeah, one would have to shake off the negative energy when he didn't like the
Wild.
way the conversation was going.
Basically what I do. Like if we're arguing and I need to walk away, I'm walking away so I can shake off.
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
I gotta get out of it. So
See,
yeah.
if
Um,
somebody in the 1960s who was schizophrenic did it, you can do it too.
it helps.
Yeah. Okay.
See me randomly shaking, mind your business.
Okay, I got a few more for you. One thing you'd ban from the music industry.
Ugh. Ah,
Merch ban.
uh, s- uh, record labels,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, record labels, giving you, uh, bonus that you have to pay back. This shit's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Giving the signing bonus, anything like that, all that
The
shit.
the
Record
advantage.
labels taking your rights. How about
Yeah.
that to your music?
I mean, just
Record
look at
labels.
all of these people that end up losing all this money
Mm-hmm.
because they get sucked into a shitty label deal.
Mm-hmm. Stay away from Warner and Capitol for sure.
I mean, stay away from like
All of
all
them,
of them.
but those
Yeah.
are some of the worst.
Warner, Capital, and UMG. UMG takes down
UMG.
videos.
Oh, Universal.
Yeah.
I'm like UMG.
They take down videos that aren't even theirs. Like they took
Crazy.
down music from videos, they copyright it. And I'm like, that's not even your song. That's not even a song. That's not even the song you said that you're copywriting.
Yeah,
It's
that's crazy. I've tried to fight on like some social media, it's normally Sony, I feel like that gets me
Sony
with
does it
mine.
too.
And I'm like, dude, like this is my content. Like I there was one that it was literally me recording my backyard and
Yeah.
there wasn't even music playing. I was talking and they tried to copyright it. I'm like, what? They're like, prove this is your video. And I'm like, I can prove it on my phone. I'm like,
They said,
what?
prove this is your backyard.
I'm like, how would if I sue you, buddy?
Yeah.
Like,
This is my backyard, thank you.
right. Excuse me, like for recording in my area.
Okay. Last rapid fire question I got for you. First thing you do after a show.
Cry normally. I cry all the time. My answer is always cry. No, after a show, I normally get super like jittery and I'm like, "Ah," and then I go outside because I normally need to breathe.
Yeah.
And then I try to so I haven't done a lot of live shows. Like I'll go up with my dad and my sister and stuff at their shows, but like
Yeah.
I've done probably like 10 or less live shows myself, and I've done some pretty good size live shows. Like I opened for
Yeah.
Mass Tequila from
That's
Wu-Tang and
awesome.
stuff when I was in Oregon. I bombed it because there was no monitors and I couldn't hear
I
anything.
hate that.
They had the subs under the stage. I was like,
Oh,
so
what?
I was recording. I've been recording so then I can see how I sound and stuff because
Yeah.
people tell you all day how you sound, but like I'm like I need to know. I played it. I normally listen to that like immediately after. I'm like, ah, I crashed out. I'm like, I knew this was so bad because I couldn't hear. I couldn't even hear plugging my ears. Couldn't hear nothing.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like, and I was like, it was bad. There was no monitors and it was all sub,
I'm sure
but it was a
people,
rap
yeah,
in a Chinese restaurant basement as per Wu-Tang
yeah, that sounds about
expectation.
right.
Yeah.
Especially with Mass
Um,
Tequila.
yeah. But it was still a fun show. I ended up leaving, going outside, crying when I listened to it, and my friends are like, "Well, we'll all go," and then we came back because I was like, "I can't make everybody miss this.
Yeah.
Thanks for being my friends." But
Was
yeah,
the
after
food
that,
good?
that's why I said cry. But I normally will go and listen to, and I always have to go outside immediately. Like I walk away. Like I'm weird. I won't like. I'll be like, then I like bolt off. I'm gone. I'm like, okay, that was a lot. I'm like, because I normally shake when I'm on stage too. Like I get nervous still.
Yeah.
No,
Was the
so
food good at the Chinese restaurant?
I did not eat there
No.
because I crashed out. I know I didn't. It was like it was in the basement of a Chinese restaurant. I've
Oh,
never
so they
actually
weren't
eaten
even
there.
open.
No, it was the bar in the basement. It was like a small, like very, very, very vestibular.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Well, we're just about done here. Of course, we got to start with our last few questions here. New shows, new events that you may be at, and new
Mm.
music. We got to hear new that you can
Yes,
share,
yes,
that you can
yes.
share.
Yeah, for sure. So shows, I've been trying to probably do some more stuff with my dad and such. So possibly up at the casino, because he does the casino acts up in Michigan, so
Yeah.
Odawa Casino and such and Kuwaited. I don't have anything specifically planned for shows, just because I have not really done a lot of shows in this area.
Okay.
So I guess for new music, wait, what was the other one?
It was it was like shows and events.
Okay, events. I'm like, yeah, so things that I'm doing for well, I mean, there's my own personal ones, but yeah, those are just my fun stuff. You catch
Yeah.
me at any of the EDM concerts, I'll be around. Christmas is going on right now. But so my EP is coming out soon. Well, I'm gonna release a couple of my songs from the Song League before. Some of them are on YouTube already. But I have Overthinking coming out and I'm gonna release a song with my father. So we
Ooh.
wrote a song for my aunt when she passed, and it's called Baby Blue. And my dad's got definitely Don Henley type Eagles
Yeah.
voice. And so that'll be coming out soon. That one's almost done being mixed. My album's in the middle of being mixed. So I'll have about 12 to 14, depending on if I get antsy and want to drop it without everything being finished.
Yeah.
So then I'll just turn the other ones into singles. But yep, I have a breakup EP coming. I think it's gonna be titled just Love Sucks because it's not been great. So just keep it basic, I guess. And there'll be a mixture of a journey of being still in love, falling out of love, and even things like emotional abuse is touched in it, and having to basically flee a situation, stuff like that, and
Yeah.
then rounding out at the end of the album with breaking away and really loving yourself instead of relying on external love and validation from other people.
Yeah.
So that is going to be my breakup EP, and that is finishing being mixed, and I'm hoping to have that released by the second week of January. So, but I do
Heck
want to make
yeah.
sure that I give it enough time to breathe because I have everything almost done and it's very close. So it might be by the end of January because I want to make sure that people can pre-save it and stuff, and I want to release it
Yeah.
properly instead of just, all right, we'll release it tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
so just kind of waiting on some engineers to finish up tidying up some stuff. Probably have to do a couple more backings, but that
Yeah.
is coming and it's got a lot of different music on it from kind of hip hop, neo soul, all the way to some rock. So
I like it.
yeah, well, kind of I guess indie rock because it's me, but definitely have
Yeah.
some grit in some of my vocals I've been singing lately. Really been trying to tap into my emotion a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so big EP coming up.
I'm excited.
And
Well,
hopefully some collabs with some EDM people. I have somebody working on
there we
something right now, and I'm very excited to hear it.
go. Ooh.
So might have some glitch hop or dub coming soon.
Okay. You'll have to send it to me.
They're actually using Lean into the Chaos vocals, so that
Oh,
is about yeah. So that is getting a whole new facelift on it.
that's
It's
cool.
gonna be fun. Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we need plugs. Plug yourself, plug your music, plug the socials, and shout out the people that you want to shout out.
Yeah, for sure. So, obviously Nikey Joe. All of my handles are at Nikey Joe Music, either as, and it's Nikey. It's not Nike. But I have a sister named Nikki, so I have to spell it that way.
Yeah.
We're both Nickies.
There you
Um, yeah, there's like 12 of us in my family.
go. Okay.
That should have been my interesting fact.
It
I have a
is
huge
interesting.
family. It's very interesting. Yeah, Nikki Joe Music across almost every platform, Facebook, on even Snapchat. I'm always on Snapchat too. Hit me up if you want to collab. You can check out my link tree too. I believe that's Nikki Joe Music. Our documentary for White Collar Rhymes. So we are on Bandcamp. All of our music from our album is on Bandcamp. If you look up White Collar Rhymes in Bandcamp. And our come join our Discord. We have an artist community with over 3,000 people. So there is producers, engineers, there is everything there. It's kind of a big, like, just basically compound of listeners and a lot of gamers. A lot of gaming goes on there. So if you're like an arc writer, get into the Discord. There, it's always happening. There's always someone to talk to. We have people across the world, so there's always our Discord lounge is popping and crazy. White Collar Rhymes, and that's on all socials too. I do a lot of stuff underneath their socials, but I don't plug in all my people from there. D-Bird, Paradise, those are two people I do our review show with on Wednesdays. So if you got music to send in, come on, join our Discord, and send in some music. Yes, plug that. Obviously my YouTube, Nikki Joe Music. My TikTok is Nikki Joe Music. And my Spotify and all that is too. So I try to keep that all pretty much the same. So either Nikki Joe Music or I get some White Collar Rhymes, which is like just our
Oh, I
basic
like that.
stuff. Yeah, very much so. And it's not just rap. There is a lot of rappers in it, but we do have a lot of different, like I said, we have producers, we have everything. We have people who make electronic music. We have other, female artists and stuff like that, or people that are just listeners too that will totally hype you up. So definitely come in there. It's really big, or WCR.world is our website. All of my stuff's on there too, our merch and everything too. If you go to wcr.world and then to artists, then you'll see my face there, along with all of my other co-artists too that are kind of main with us. And yeah, we all kind of do stuff together and collaborate and come hang out with us. Yes.
That's what's up.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we only have one more question, and that is you got to pick from your discography the outro song for the episode.
Oof. Mm.
I know it's
I
always the
always,
hardest question.
I know. Well, I mean, like I love Stay Alive though too. Ooh,
So what are we
oof.
going with?
It's got to be released, obviously. Oof. I want to say Lean into Chaos because it's just me, but I love Stay Alive. So we'll go Stay Alive. It's got Loose
Okay,
Logic on it and JayKub. JayKub is literally the White Buffalo. Loose Logic is big rapper. He actually won a Wu-Tang contest,
that's awesome.
and was on RZA and Sway in the Morning, and with RZA Sway in the Morning. So yeah, all of us are on that one, and it's a song about fucking keeping going, man.
That's right.
You know, staying alive and just keeping your head down and just really living your best life,
Yeah.
thriving.
Okay. That sounds
Yeah,
like a good
it's a
track
good
to
one.
me.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again so much for coming on,
Thank you for having me.
and thank
It's
you all
fun.
for watching.
Thank you all for watching. I hope that it wasn't too much. I know I talk a lot. You can understand me. I talk quick. Oh,
Hi,
perfect
Remy.
timing.
You you didn't bother the whole time. Good
He
boy.
says, "Your time is up, sir."
He said you did two today. It's enough. He
He
said
says, "I want lovin's.
he
Give me
said you're
smushy
doing good enough.
lovin's."
There you go,
He's
bud.
cute.
Okay. Bye-bye, everyone.
Stay alive. Stay alive. Bend over.
This has been Mullins Over Music Podcast, episode 49, with your host, producer, editor, me, Austin Mullins. Special thanks to guest Nikey Joe. The song title for the closing song is Stay Alive by White Collar Rhymes, featuring Nikey Joe, JayKub, and Loose Logic, and produced by Butterwrld. Check out Nikey Joe at Nikey Joe Music on all platforms and be on the lookout for new music. Also, be sure to check out the documentary we discussed in the podcast on Amazon Prime. Thanks to Nikki for coming on and having a great chat and being flexible about when we recorded the episode. Finally, special thanks to viewers like you. Thank you, and until next time.
Remember, I only live once. If I do panic, know that I'm off of the blunt. Yes, you could offer me some, we can get some. Money and weed is a plus. Think about what I become, what I became. Something a product of shame. Living where lies entertain. Living where I got no rain. Hey, turn my highs up. WCR, we be hard to hate. We all the same, we're just trying to escape. All of this difficulty with the bank, they don't like when we win, and I'm doing amazing. They wanna end in my legacy way. Just getting started, so what's the debate? Is JayKub a legend and golden to make? And I knew that shit by the time I was 8. I'm done just getting by. I see the signs, it's time to fly. Flow like the breeze, hard and ease. Elevating this reality. I'm breaking through the noise. In the void, I found my voice. My choice is to thrive. Get yours, stay alive. Bend over, been on a ride. Yeah. Tenfold, we smoke in my eye. We go 0 to 65, vibing out the way. Get yours, stay alive. Bend over, been on a ride. Tenfold, we smoke in my eye. We go 0 to 65, vibing out the way. Get yours, stay alive. Yeah. Stay alive. Yeah. I don't be smoking, but pour me a drink and I guarantee that we'll get messed up. Trying to live cause I don't wanna die. Everything that I do is the best of. But y'all don't wanna hear it though. Think I finally hit the pinnacle.
Guess the music inside a human to keep it moving is kinda integral. To keep it as all sane and I hope raise it dissolves pain and expose hate. I've been tapped but there's no trace, but I 8 tracks like an old tape. See, I can see all of these problems and vices I put in this message. It's good for reflecting, I got it right down to the letter. I'm guessing I just need to address it.
Been dope, I've been on a vibe. 10-4, we smoke in my eye. We go 0 to 65, vibing out the way. Get yours, stay alive. Been dope, I've been on a vibe. 10-4, we smoke in my eye. We go 0 to 65, vibing out the way. Get yours, stay alive. Yeah.